Good morning.
You're wearing a sash.
Nailed it, champion trophy.
But where's the crown?
I know. I actually looked for it briefly last night, but
She's going to wear this sash and carry this trophy around until we have our next bake-off, it seems.
Yeah, I mean, obviously this is that big of an achievement for you. So
whoever thought I'd win a cooking contest? I'm
know,
saying it might
not
never
I.
happen again.
When they say that pigs could fly,
We
This is
got
what
thrown
we're
up
doing.
in the air.
a baking contest. Well,
Well, I love even last year, she got me this whole cookie kit, and she's like, we're going to take this class, and we're going to do these cookies, and we're going to... And I'm just looking at her like, who are you?
it's so
What do you mean-
ambitious.
What do you mean we're going to make cookies?
I know we never did it.
Never did it.
I paid for it.
The thing is, I've used the tools a bunch of times for making cakes.
Yeah. Was it like an online class or something?
It
or-
is. It is. Yeah, and they
Yeah.
make really cool cookies.
You wanted to do a
They're like
cooking
those
class.
I'm in the
Cookies
Facebook
with, like,
page.
the-
I see all the
Is it the
wonderful
little
cookies.
like royal icing that you
Yeah.
know when you see people with the pins doing
Oh,
the thing?
yeah. Amazing
Yeah, they're like
things.
legit, like stuff that you like sell.
So why did you decide to sign up for this?
I think it looked really fun. I thought would be something fun for Britton and I to do together. I figured I wouldn't do well at it, but she probably would excel at it.
I was actually excited for it. I don't know what ever happened.
Yeah, I'm
Secret
sure it
expression
happened.
date.
Morning,
Hey,
Charles.
Charles.
There is probably no expiration date.
You should check into that. It'd be some nice mother-daughter time.
After the
Because we said we're going to do a charcuterie class too, right?
I would like to. Would it be
I
cool
can't
to
do
know how to do a
that thing.
charcuterie class?
Maybe we should see if there's any in like...
Well, that's I
Yeah,
figure in
right.
January
Yeah,
or February for a book club.
Guys
Yes.
We
getting,
should do that.
yeah.
taken care
Did
of
anybody
that
read the
day.
book club book?
Yeah.
Do I ever read the book club?
Yeah.
Okay.
I
I
didn't know what
downloaded
it
it.
is.
Yeah.
I think it's
Jingle
pretty
Bell
short,
Hell, I
right?
think.
Oh, I wonder if I ever read
Denise,
Yeah.
that.
Denise
Okay.
somebody who I really liked, she wrote a different series. Denise Grows or Denise
Don't know
somebody.
who that is.
I was checking Goodreads this morning because I have to get 5 more books to make my 100 books for this year.
Oh,
And
nice.
everybody was reading that, and I couldn't figure out why all my friends were reading
That's
it. But
why.
that makes a lot of sense.
We have an Amazon book club now too, and like random people keep asking and joining. I'm like, yeah, I guess we can just have like online
really?
I
friends.
didn't.
I
I
didn't
forgot
know that.
about that.
Yeah. All we have like a lot of strangers in our club, so join our book club.
Yeah, join our book club.
We are very eclectic with what we read. Some of us
You
more
can
than
find it on
others.
Amazon.
You might have to clutch your pearls a few times if you read some of my selections.
Clutch your pearls.
I've never heard.
What did you say?
Bless you.
Oh my gosh.
Goodness. Okay.
We're a little silly this Wednesday.
We
We work the weekends and everything, so we're getting slap happy. It's
We're a
December.
little tired.
December slap happy season.
And we're not done yet. Yeah.
No,
We're not mad about it, you
halfway
know?
through.
Yeah. We're small business. We're excited to work all this. You
Yeah,
know?
it's fine.
Yeah.
Just you have to deal with the silliness.
Yeah. Yes. Like I plan lunch at like 9 a.m. You know.
Yeah, we do actually have a lunch schedule.
Yeah, we wrote a schedule out.
What is today?
We have to check the schedule, but I mean, really, it's not our responsibility at this point to make sure that lunch arrives at this building.
No.
No.
I could use like a vegetable in my life today, though. I don't think I've eaten a vegetable in a minute.
Vegetables.
Unless a potato counts and it's deep fried.
I had a salad last night, but it was good. It was very good.
Congrats.
Thank you. Oh no, it was Monday night. Last night was tacos. Taco Tuesday.
Like we had
Ooh.
mushroom Swiss burgers last night.
Yeah.
That sounds good.
Is a mushroom a vegetable?
Yes.
Or
We
is
had
it like a
tacos, but I
root,
put
or
it on like
not a root?
Tostito
Yeah.
It's a
chips.
fungi.
Yeah, because
Fungus.
it's a fungus. It's not a
It's not really
vegetable,
a vegetable,
right?
is it?
No.
I had a portobello sandwich
Monday, you
at
hated it.
the Holly Hotel,
Oh, different one.
and it was delicious. It was actually really good.
Yeah.
The
The Holly
big
Hotel
portobello
that burned.
mushrooms.
I think we got little
Yeah, it was a
creminis.
fundraiser for them.
Mm.
Little cremini.
And my kids call them shroomies. They get so excited when they see shroomies on their plate.
I like that your kids eat like things that most
Everything.
kids wouldn't eat.
Yeah.
You know.
Beyond mac and cheese and chicken tenders and hot dogs.
Another McDonald's
Yeah.
run for me.
Well, I was telling you that we went to a restaurant Friday, and Dallas ordered, it was goat cheese, mushroom, and fig pizza.
Wow.
And I'm like, yes, because I really wanted to try it. So my 4-year-old ordered that. That's what he wanted.
He was trying to convince me he was 5 on Sunday. Did I tell you that?
Oh, no.
Yeah, I was like, okay, let's count the bags of coffee, because sometimes her kids come and help us.
Yeah.
And he's my helper. And I'm like, okay, count out 4. And he says, I'm 5. I'm like, okay, but count 4.
Yeah.
And he tried to
He's
convince
not
me that
5.
I forgot his birthday and didn't give him a present.
No, he didn't.
Did he really?
Yeah. He's like, Mimi, at my birthday, you didn't bring me a present. And I said, yes, I did.
Yeah,
And
the
he said,
sweatshirt.
what was it?
Yeah.
And I said, you picked it up from Amazon.
Yeah.
I know
Oh
it was
my
a Paw
gosh.
Patrol
No,
something.
it was a Lightning McQueen sweatshirt and a Lightning McQueen truck with that loads the
Oh,
cars
okay.
in.
It was just adorable. I was like, Mimi does not forget your birthday. I'm sure we
He was
got
trying to
it
hit you
covered."
up for
He
double
was.
dips,
That
man.
got funny.
Super funny.
He saw the presents. He's like, oh, yeah, I don't think you got me a present, Mimi.
It's funny how literal they are about everything, too.
Oh my
You know,
gosh.
like, he cracks me up.
Yeah, they're funny. They take everything you say super serious.
Well, and I'm curious because I scheduled the Grinch breakfast for them.
Oh.
And he's got a love-hate relationship with the Grinch.
Oh,
Is he
yeah.
scared of him?
Yeah.
I'm terrified.
So the 2 nights ago, he's bawling, and he opens his door, and I'm like, "What, buddy? It's bedtime." And he's like, "Mom, my camera's unplugged, so you can't watch me." And I'm like, "It's been unplugged for a year. Like, it's just still up on the wall because I haven't climbed up and taken
Yeah.
it down." And he's like, "But you need to watch me because the Grinch might be in my closet."
Don't tell him about Krampus then.
Yeah, no.
Well, here, so I think he was okay because I asked him if he wanted me to schedule it, and he was excited about it. But I think he's gonna freak, out when he looks and sees Kevin.
And then, and he's
And-
not in the Grinch.
Oh,
Yeah,
'cause he
he's not gonna
knows
like
that.
at all.
He's not gonna like
Well,
it
why doesn't Dad just wear his Grinch costume to the Grinch breakfast?
and have double Grinches.
Because it might confuse everyone
Yes.
there. The main Grinch will be like, you're taking my thunder,
Excuse
sir.
me.
And Kevin will be like, line up, kids, line up. You
I'm
know?
a better Grinch.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Speaking of Kevin, how come he hasn't busted in yet?
Right.
You know?
No kidding.
Yeah, but I did also sign up for the drive-through light thing that we did.
I think we're gonna
Where's
do
that
that
at?
too.
Okay. Oh, you are? I already bought a car full.
Oh,
Is that at Crossroads or
Okay.
somewhere else?
we were gonna do it with Becca and Austin
Nice.
because we really liked it last time.
Is it the one here or is it the
No,
one
it's
like...
It's
at
at,
Pine Knob.
Is that the one that there's like a line to get into and you wait in your car for like
Yeah.
6 hours to
We
get
didn't.
into?
No, we got in it right
It's
away.
at Pine
Maybe
Knob.
like 10
Okay.
minutes.
There was one I tried to go to with my brother down in like the Detroit area, and it was like you
It
were
might at
waiting.
times. It might be that bad.
sometimes.
Nope.
It's open until December 31st, though. So
You know
thought
what?
could
I don't
And
have
we
to do. I
posted
can
it,
just
like,
drive
super
around look at
last
lights by
minute,
myself.
too.
We were actually just going to look at Christmas lights, and we were at Sagano's, and then I'm like looking at Christmas lights, and it's like, oh, half a
Oh.
mile away.
Oh,
Nice.
Is that what
Thing.
happened? Is that what happened?
Yes.
Oh, because I thought we were at dinner and you were like, oh, there's beautiful Christmas lights here and blah, 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 blah. And Dad looks at you and goes, where do you think we are? And she's like, oh, I think I'm in this city. And he's like, you're like 40 minutes from that
Okay,
city.
so we had to interrupt though and say that Lori like never knows where she is.
No.
I'm geographically
So she
challenged.
picks this
She does say
restaurant,
that.
and then lo and behold, she thinks we're by these Christmas lights, and we're like 40 minutes away. And so then we're on our phones trying to find
Totally different
Christmas
city.
lights near us.
And it just so happened, though, half a mile away was this coolest
Was
Christmas
Pine
light
Knob,
thing.
and it was super cool. But she literally thought we were gonna go look at Christmas lights.
Do
Completely
you know where
different
Pine Knob
city.
is? How far
I
away
have
it is
no
from
idea.
here?
Well, we were at the
Kevin told me
Sagano's.
35 minutes.
It's about right.
Yeah, and you thought we were like by Birmingham or
Yeah, I have
something.
no idea.
And we were at Pine
I'm like,
Knob.
well, I was like, no, this is where we saw the Christmas lights last year. And Kevin's like, no, that's like 45 minutes away.
Yeah, yeah.
She tried to tell France, this is from Janelle, that,
Oh, yeah.
that Vermont was over by Washington State. This is true. This is absolutely true. We did a, I think we've talked about this before, but we did a print off of a map of the U.S. and everybody, it was blank. We had to fill it in and see
No
who
study
knew.
time.
Yeah, who knew their
Yeah,
places
it's a
the
pop
best.
quiz, for sure.
And I just want to go ahead and say that Lori has been to most of the states in the United States
I have.
and
Has no
did
clue.
not know
No
where
clue
they
where
I thought it was,
were.
yeah, I'm like, you're driving, like, out to, like, Wyoming?
Wyoming is
Vermont?
far.
Well, yeah, that's why it's like you're driving all the way out west.
No, Vermont's the other way.
And then he's like, I'm going through Canada. I'm like, why would you go to Canada to go to Vermont? This doesn't make sense
Yeah.
to me.
No.
Well, and then he got to the border and forgot his passport anyway.
And he had to come back. Oh, he's late to class. And he left. He
That
had
was Branson
plenty
or
of
Logan?
time.
Branson.
Oh, that was 100%
Shocking.
Branson.
I think he took his game system with him.
Yeah, because he thought he'd get there like 8 hours early because he was going to go through Canada.
Oh my gosh.
And then he had
And
to
then
go
it was,
back
like,
down
late.
through New York.
Yeah, because you need a passport to leave this country. P.S. Branson.
He's
Or
gotten on the
get
bridge
back in.
multiple times, too.
Oh,
Like, he's
my
accidentally
gosh.
gotten on the bridge to Canada more than once.
Branson's one of those people who are actually kind of terrifying to travel
was
with
that
because you
Logan.
don't know
No, it
what
was
surprises
Branson.
you're going to get. Like, does he have shoes on? You know, this is true,
Does
right?
he have a driver's license?
Yeah,
I mean,
or a passport.
or
I've traveled with
anything.
Branson a couple times, and it's just like,
One
where's my
time
passport?
with I had little babies, and we got all the way to the security line at the thing, and he goes, I think I put my license in my checked bag. Branson.
Yeah.
So we run back to the check bag thing. Of course, the bag's already gone.
Right.
And then he's like, I don't know what to do. And he starts feeling in his coat. Oh, no, it was in his coat the whole
The
time.
whole time.
Just went and got back in security.
Yeah, because, security lines are short.
Well, it's Orlando. So
Oh,
I think
yeah.
that one's like 2-3 hours.
Yeah,
sometimes.
have fun with that.
But that pre-check's great because we got, this last time, we got to the front of the pre-check line, and my 4-year-old started freaking out that he had to go to the bathroom. And I'm like, oh my gosh. And I got this huge double stroller, and I'm by myself, so...
That's
Because
horrible.
Becca had to go in the normal line. So I had to
Oh,
back out of the security
Oh.
line. I'm like asking everybody to move so that I could take him to the restroom because he couldn't wait. He couldn't wait till we got through.
Of course not. Oh, traveling with toddlers.
It's so fun.
Things I don't miss.
Can you imagine though?
So
Like I
fun.
traveled with 5 kids under 6.
No.
I
Like
think
I went on
No.
airplanes.
No.
the more kids you
No.
have, though, I think the more helpful people are.
Yeah.
And we were pretty
I don't know. The most helpful person was when I had one, and it was Sedona, and I was totally out of practice, and she had messed her pants. I just changed her. I'm sitting there trying to change her diaper while they're loading people on.
Oh my
The
gosh.
pilot took the car seat on, or the stewardess took all my bags. They were just helping me, like I was
Oh my
this
gosh.
just helpless person.
They're probably just keep the line moving. Lady.
Well, I was to the side. I wasn't. They were
Yeah.
super nice.
That is super
That
nice.
is really nice.
And then another time, a pilot came and he asked for Sedona's some of her snacks, like M&Ms. And then he said, when you get on the plane, come see me.
Aw.
And so she went in, and he went up and showed her all the instruments. He's like, oh, Mom, you come too.
That's
and
Nice.
so we were
I didn't
up
think
there
they did that
doing
anymore.
all this stuff. Yeah, it wasn't
Yeah,
that
I know.
long ago.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't that long ago. And then I was surprised. And he's like, the only sound you have to be worried about is one sound. He played the sound for her. And
I don't want to know
then
what
we
that
went-
sound is. What
we
is that
went back
sound?
and sat down, and then the stewardess came by, and she's like, excuse me, the captain would like his M&Ms.
Oh, that's funny.
So then she sent her whole bag of M&Ms up to him, and then he came back out. And
Wait,
he's
while
like,
he was flying?
They have two.
before,
Oh,
yeah, but
Okay,
no, he
guys, so
was
I'm
very
a nervous
helpful.
flyer, so all of this scares me. I don't
Yeah.
like any of it.
No, it's all before
Planes
we
basically
took off.
fly themselves.
Yeah.
They do.
But yeah, a couple of, what was it, not this last
Don't
time, but
land
the time
themselves.
before, we had the flight attendant, and Stella had to go to the bathroom, and it was this whole big deal, and I'm trying to get both of them up and take them back there. And finally, when the flight attendant goes, honey, if you ring your bell, I'll watch the other one while you take
that's
them. And I
nice.
was like, I had no idea, but I come out of the bathroom from Estelle, and Dallas, she's holding Dallas and showing him all the things. He refused to come back with me. He's like, no, I like her. And she was gorgeous. And he's just like, yeah, she's mine now.
That sounds like Dallas.
Yeah.
The best flight we had was after Disney with all those little kids. London was a baby, couldn't even stand. So she was a baby.
Yeah.
And we were exhausted after Florida. And the stewardess took them all. They were handing out snacks to people. She was holding London the entire flight. We didn't even have our children. It was amazing.
Nice.
It was so good.
Well, what about the one flight we all got separated?
Oh yeah.
All of us.
Really?
And they were all little. And it was
Who does
it was
that?
like
That's so
before
weird.
now where you have to pay for your seats. It wasn't like that. You just put your thing in, and we'd said, hey, we've got 5 kids under
Yeah.
6. or whatever, and they're like, and they were in 3 different spots. We only had 2 seats together. Everybody else was separate on the plane.
Can you imagine having like a stranger watch your kid?
We had that happen.
Well,
Yeah.
and so we were like, hey, and people were super nice, and some people are like, hey, I can move, whatever, and it's like, yeah, but that's only like 2 of them. Like, we have all this, and we checked in, she knew
Yeah.
we were checked in, and people like literally moved up around the plane, thankfully.
Yeah.
And 2 people said they would watch 2 of our kids.
Wow.
And they did. They took care of them the entire flight. They were awesome.
Yeah.
Like, buy them another round of snacks.
Well, we just had that happen, and it was on Spirit, where you basically have to buy seats, and they had like 8 kids or something, between 3 or 4 adults, and they couldn't. They were rearranging the entire plane because they just had.
But they couldn't, because they couldn't take people away from their kids.
Right. It was crazy. It's like, that's why I always just buy our seats. So
I
that
buy seats so I don't have to worry about. Because I
Yeah.
don't think it's kind of fair to rearrange the whole plane either.
No.
Like, I mean, I get a specific seat because I like to put my feet whatever.
Well,
Do you
they
know
were
what I
like
mean?
last to check in. Too.
Yes.
They were last to check in. It was a party of like 14 people, and they were trying. It was a mess.
It was a mess.
Absolute
And they're
mess.
just going, there's nothing else we can do. We can't separate people from their kids.
Yeah.
Like, there's
Yeah.
nothing. And they were not all.
Well, remember
some
they
of
were
them
being rude because the parents were trying to get by each other too,
Yes.
and they're like, "No, you're gonna have to separate and go with the kids."
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
you
if you
can't
take a
all
kid.
be. You can't take
Yeah.
a section of the plane.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was craziness.
I would not care for any of that.
That's
No,
why
it
it's
took
just
like
buy
30
seats.
or 40
I mean,
minutes to figure it out, though.
Yeah.
I just buy seats because it's not, except for like the boys, I don't buy them seats because I
No.
don't care where they sit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just got us together, and then I wasn't sure this last time because my sister-in-law came, which was awesome to have somebody else with me, a little bit of support, you know.
Yeah.
But I booked 3 seats and 1 seat for her, and I
Okay.
probably should have done 2 and 2, but I wasn't sure if they'd get upset not sitting next to each other.
Yeah.
Right.
But then they were mad they couldn't sit by Becca.
Oh,
so.
right.
It is.
That
It's
is way
hard.
more
to
fun.
I didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
And of course, I mean, I try to move if someone, but then it is kind of hard. It's like I paid like $35 for the seat.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Because
Don't
you-
really want to move.
You've
Yeah.
just gotten so off track.
Oh, yeah.
but
I hope
yeah.
you like our tangents.
Oh my, always.
We
always
can do
a
this.
tangent.
We do this forever. Yeah.
Pretty much.
When we're out boxing. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Remember, sometimes too, we'll get to a subject and we'll be like, how did we even get here? Like, and we try to like trace back.
The conversation.
Yeah.
Conversation.
I'm sure everybody else does that too.
I think in meetings, people that are meetings with us are like, wow, this is the most random
This was a
meeting we've
3-hour
ever
meeting
had.
that could have been an email.
We actually get a lot accomplished.
Yeah, we do.
So,
Mostly, yeah.
what I thought might be helpful today, though, is just to talk about our different package sizing, because I know on the website it's kind of hard to see the different packages.
Yeah.
So, starting with our little bitty babies.
Little bitty babies.
The little bittiest babies.
So, these are called a sampler package, and what they are is they make 1 pot of coffee.
Yes.
So, 6 to 8 cups.
Yep.
Like if you've got a big 12-cup machine.
You might want to actually use the 2.5.
Yeah, so that's 1.75 ounces of coffee. So,
Yeah.
So it makes a good pot of coffee.
And I mean 8 to 10 cup, like 5-ounce cups
Yeah.
of coffee. We use the SCA standard.
Yeah.
So it's a 5-ounce
8
cup of
6
coffee.
ounce
It is,
cups is what it is.
yeah, it's not meant to be a 12-ounce.
Yeah.
Don't fill your
Crazy.
thermos.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're
Yeah.
going to have some.
Yeah.
But according to your taste. So people will use, because I know that some people don't use all the package and they combine them and
Well,
just
it can make
stuff.
quite a few K-cups too. It probably would make at
Oh,
least
yeah. If
3.
you bought in a reasonable K-cup,
Oh,
you
it's
can fill
only
your
10
own,
grams
sure.
for a K-cup.
Yeah.
So.
Well, like when I make coffee at home, I
So
do
50
1
grams.
tablespoon to 1
49.
5-ounce
So,
cup.
Almost
yeah,
5.
probably 4.
Probably
About
4
4
K-cups.
refillable K-cups.
But they are pretty packaging. This is actually just insider secret. These are produced on a machine that is so old.
Yeah.
But it's the only one that can make them skinny
Yes.
and tall like this. They said we don't even make a machine that does
Yeah,
that.
we tried to
And your
replace the
machine's
machine.
not supposed to do this, so just don't ever sell it. So we keep fixing it.
Nice.
But these are samplers, and I will say these make great. It's a great way to try different kinds of coffees.
Yes. Stocking
These are in a lot
stuffers.
of our gift baskets.
Yep.
Like the Grand has how many of them in?
40? 30?
Well, it's got like 40, but there's a couple of doubles. I think it's 29 different flavors.
Okay.
But I mean, think about that. That's over a month of coffee.
That's
if
a
you
ton
do one
of
every
coffee,
day.
every single day.
But they do make great stocking stuffers.
They
Like
do.
I probably should buy some for stockings.
I know. I was
Yeah.
just thinking.
And they teacher gifts too.
Yeah.
Um,
But like you said, it's a great way to try a flavor if you're not sure if you don't want to commit to a full-size bag. You get a little bag and try it. We have them available on most of our flavors. You know what we need to do next year though is banana. We don't have a banana sampler.
No,
right?
we get asked for that one a lot.
Yeah.
banana is such a more popular flavor than it
Yeah.
ever was.
Butter
so.
pecan would be good to throw into that one.
Yeah.
You know.
Maybe
Do we have a
that-
cinnamon supreme sampler? I don't think we do.
I honestly
We don't.
don't.
I
know.
don't even
We
know.
don't.
But
I'm
yeah,
visualizing
we have
the aisle. We
samplers in
don't.
most
Yeah.
of the
At the end of the
flavors.
year, though, we do take the flavors and just review what's the best selling
Yeah.
ones and kind of adjust it.
For sure.
So, but this is our
That's
little
the
baby.
Yeah.
Then the next size package is your 2.5 ounce. These come in the subscription, and sometimes they're sold separately as well if we have extra, but this makes at least one pot of coffee.
Yes.
You can usually get 2 out of this.
Sure.
Yeah, they're mostly and we use this packaging mostly for like commercial sales. So,
Restaurants are brewing coffee.
yeah,
stuff
they'll
like
use
that.
this size because it makes a bigger, like a carafe pot of it. But our subscriptions too is great, and so like you can usually get more than one pot of coffee out
Well,
of it.
the reason for our subscription we chose this size is because you should be able to get about 2 pots instead of just the 1 pot of coffee.
Should be noted too that the coffee is ground.
Yes.
Always ground.
Always
coffee is
ground
for
ground.
in
those
these
2 packages.
sizes.
Yes.
Yes. Never whole bean. So,
Yeah, we just can't even make them in whole bean in this little sizes.
Yeah, we wouldn't be able to fit enough.
And our
whole
machines
beans.
don't have, you've got to put different formers on. Like when we switch back and forth in this packaging from ground to whole bean, we have to have a whole different former. Like we have to set up the machine differently.
Yes.
Which I didn't realize for a long time. To start looking at production, and it's like, oh no, it takes 45 minutes to switch back and forth.
Yeah, it's a lot.
And then our most standard packaging is our 12 ounce
Yeah.
packaging.
Everything's available.
Oh my God, do you guys
12
remember
ounce.
when we used to do 8 ounce and 16 ounce and
That was
just
a
how hard that
nightmare.
was, like, to
was
fulfill? And if we were
horrible.
doing that right now, how I'd want to hit my head against the wall.
Yeah.
It was a lot of work.
It was a lot.
It is
of work.
great. I forgot about the 8 ounce. Yeah.
Yeah, because people didn't want to buy a full 16 ounce. We were trying to accommodate, and then.
Well, and truthfully, when our when coffee skyrocketed last time, not this last year, but in 2009,
well,
a lot of people switched their package sizing to 12 ounce.
Yes.
Because
a lot of people were already on 12
of the,
ounce,
and it was just more of a standard.
Yeah.
Well, we were
um,
trying to get into grocery stores,
Right.
and nobody could take us out of 16 ounce bags.
Right.
Well, and people weren't doing the math, so ours seems so much more expensive, but you
Right.
got 4 ounces more.
Right.
So you're getting 25% more, but people.
Right.
But we were able to consolidate by going in the middle. of
Yes.
8
And
16.
so to be noted on the
Yes.
12 ounce is there is a one-way valve.
which there is not on sampler packages
Mhm.
or the 2.5. So if you ever get packages that are super fluffy in these two,
Yeah.
it honestly just means that we packaged the coffee too
It's
quickly.
really fresh. It's just really fresh coffee, and it didn't have. So it's not going to hurt your coffee. It's not doing anything to your coffee. It's just super fresh.
Yeah. Coffee releases a ton of carbon dioxide, so it has to sit in the air for a little bit to release some of those gases, or packages like this with no valve will literally blow up.
So that's why it's there is a valve in this, so that it will let that and continually. It's a
air out.
one-way valve, so it only lets it out. It doesn't let anything in. Not any.
So you can keep your coffee unopened for like a year and it stays fresh.
Oh, at least.
Oh,
Yeah.
at least.
I mean, we've opened, we've found coffee 7.
We've found
Yeah.
that
Yeah,
samplers
we've
that
had
are like
samplers.
5 years old.
Let's
brewed
try
them,
it,
and
see what happens.
They were fine.
And we've
Yeah.
talked about coffee before. Coffee doesn't go bad. It doesn't expire. There's nothing in here to make you sick. If this was 15 years old, it just the taste,
The freshness
and
goes
the fresh
away.
would degrade over
Right.
time. So especially if it's a flavored or it will just the taste will degrade over time. But we don't. I mean, we are making coffee so quick.
Yeah.
It's maybe 2 months.
If
I mean,
that.
If that, yeah, I'd be shocked.
We run through it so
Yeah.
quick.
And this
Especially
is
this time of year.
11:23.
Yeah, we have
So-
production
so
working 7
this
days
is
a
2
week
weeks
too.
old.
So yeah,
Yeah.
they're
Yeah, we're on
making
2
coffee
shifts
as
right
quick as
now.
we can.
So, so that is a 12-ounce packaging. I love the new packaging actually.
Yeah,
I
me
think
too.
it looks really good. So, and then we have in very select flavors. We have our 3-pound packaging, and this really is just intended for restaurants or people that are going through it really quickly and don't need the retail packaging. You're gonna.
Yeah.
In the microphone.
But it also has a.
Like
It's
you
got
took
the
a toy
one-way
away from
valve
her.
too.
I know. Yeah, so that
Yeah.
was the one way valve. But the reason we have so few flavors available is because we only do the flavors we sell to the stores
Yes.
or restaurants.
Yeah, and people who buy the 3-pound, like they'd be super consumers,
It's the
right?
same price, and it's really intended for people who are going through a ton of coffee. Because once you open these bags, coffee starts to
Yes.
degrade flavor immediately.
Right. And that's why we didn't want to make it more cost effective because you open that and then you're resealing it and now you've got 3 pounds of coffee,
Yeah.
That's going bad.
Yeah,
and
so
we'd rather you have these packages that you're opening one at a time just for your
it will
experience.
Stay so much fresher
For sure.
in these little bags. And speaking of freshness, please never, never, never put your coffee in the freezer or the fridge. We've been getting that question a lot lately
Yeah.
of how to store your coffee. It should
And
be,
that used to be at a time there was a belief that what would help it extend the life of it. I know I put my makeup stuff in a little fridge. You'd think that it would help, but the studies recently have absolutely shown that it does not help.
It's because coffee is very absorbent, like baking soda, right? So it picks up the other flavors that are in your fridge or freezer. And I remember, I hope she's not watching, my best friend's mom growing up, and I remember her coffee always smelled like onions to me because she kept it in the fridge next to her onions, and it was disgusting.
Does the fridge suck moisture out of stuff?
Yes.
So it's going to take all the moisture.
It's better to
out
be
of
in
your
a
coffee.
dark, cool place. And we've talked about this, air canisters, because air is the enemy to coffee, so air canisters are good. And even better are the ones that actually suck the air out.
Which
so they
we
do it and they suck
and we
the air
got
out.
bigger ones too because people were buying bigger bags or they have the leftover of this bag and so they need a little bit bigger canister. So we do have 2.5 kilograms.
Yeah.
And I know we get asked for
it's
3 pounds in
awful.
a million different flavors all the time. And it's really just, we want the coffee to be
as
fresh
possible.
and as great as possible. And putting them in 3-pound bags and stuff, it's just not going to be the best experience.
Charles says vintage coffee.
Yeah.
That's a nice way to say it.
Very vintage.
Well, I mean, we were
Barrel
curious.
aged,
So,
yeah.
We tried it.
Yes.
And then K-Cup pods. I mean, the pods don't really change size. Just
They have to fit the machine,
Yes, the quantity that they come in. So they come in our standard 12 count, which is in the beautifully printed box. Or you can buy them in 48 counts.
Yes.
Which are bulk.
They
just
are bulk.
in a cardboard box.
I mean,
there's nothing.
There's nothing pretty about it.
They're thrown in there. There's no.
And the reason that these are cheaper than buying 4 boxes is because this box is very expensive.
And the labor to put them in that box is very different than
It's
this
very
box.
pretty.
Now we do have some beautiful options coming our way for 48 count that will
Awesome.
make it look better.
We are getting a very pretty box. But it's like the same cost as that box. But they're still thrown. They're still put in there.
Does the 48
Not
count
thrown,
still
but
ship free?
set in there. They do.
Yeah.
Yes, the 48 counts do ship free.
That's a nice bonus.
It's a huge bonus.
And that's when looking at the cost structure too. That's what you have to note is that the shipping
we were
is
able
in
to
that.
ship them for free because we don't have the cost of this box and the labor to put it in here and the labels and the stickers and
Yeah,
the
it's a
retail
lot of work to
packaging is
do
always
those.
going to cost more.
Yes.
So if you end up,
I wish we had peach pie in the 48 count
Oh,
box too.
so good.
That sold
So-
out so
peach pie was gone like in a blink of an
Well,
eye.
it's such
like,
but it was so good, but it was such a different, unexpected
We
flavor.
still have
I liked
a
it.
couple 12-ounce bags though. which you could put in a refillable K-Cup.
Of course, Charles, your last box, I think I fit it into a 40, so it was like this big.
Was that the one I gave up on?
No, Charles ordered like a bunch of 12 count, and Charles, I think he ordered 4 of each kind of our ones. Maybe he was even 6 or 8. I don't remember, but he ordered a ton.
Yeah, I remember actually pulling that order now.
Yeah.
There was one order the other week that I tried so many times, and finally just set it behind me and said, "Patty can do this." I'm just done.
There's always the lovely cart that I
Yes, you did,
Patty.
Charles.
That
it's called the lovely cart, right?
that I do not do.
Yeah.
So, I mean, on a little bit of a separate note, we really, really appreciate your business, and you guys blew our projections for the amount of lids we would need on our K-Cups.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh,
because we
right?
forecasted, because we're in between machines, so we forecasted till the end of January
Yes.
what we would need, and we're out of some
It's
lids.
not enough.
Wow.
So subscription this coming month. If you want to buy the K-Cups after, you need to buy them right away. They will be gone so fast. We cannot make very many extras.
Okay.
We just do not have the lids to do.
We don't
it.
have the lids. So we are working on a solution
Yeah.
to
get stickers.
to put stickers on lids, ones that we have a lot of.
Sure.
So we're in the works on that.
I
We
think
tried even like blank lids, do you know what I
anything.
mean? So that they could go in the boxes, do you know what I mean? People would know what they are. So these aren't random things. Like this is a very concerted effort
Oh
to
my
figure out
gosh.
ways
It's been
to not run
crazy.
out of stuff. And you know, we've talked a lot about the new K-Cup machine. We're really excited about it. I know mid-January, Logan's going to Wisconsin to just to make sure that it's exactly what we need before they bring
Removing
it here.
racks, electrical, so it's coming soon.
So some of it just might look different.
Well, and like 6
Same
months
copy.
ago, they accidentally sent us like a triple order of toasted almond lids.
Yeah, we have so many toasted
So
almonds.
we can use the toasted almond lids and
Like
put the
30,000
correct flavor
lids.
sticker
That's
on
a good
it.
idea.
I think it's even more than 30,000.
But we're
It's a
gonna
lot.
test it first to make sure that you know that it punctures
So,
and doesn't.
Yeah, so like Hawaiian, hazelnut,
Caramel
pecan
pecan,
pie. Some of your
Swiss
favorites
almond.
might go out of stock for just a minute, but we are trying our best to figure
Everything
out a
to
solution.
get them.
In other words,
back
if you
in.
like those flavors, order them now.
Well, I mean, I don't even know if some of them are left.
I don't
our
even know the
inventory.
inventory numbers, but we're actively.
We're
We
trying to
just
figure
found
it
out
out.
yesterday. We already have a quote for a solution. We've got to make sure it works, and
Yeah.
thank goodness for a Michigan partner, this a new company. That they're really trying to help us
Yeah.
out, and
That's awesome.
So hopefully by the end of the week we'll have a solution.
Awesome.
yes.
Look how quick we can move sometimes when, stuff comes up. It's like, okay, everybody stop.
But it's kind of nice.
Yeah.
We are so small that we can
Stop, drop,
can
and roll.
exactly. Like, can you imagine if you had to go through 5 layers to get this
No.
Kim
figured
came to
out?
me yesterday, I think it was yesterday morning, and she's like, "Hey, does anyone know that we're out of Hawaiian and caramel pecan pie decaf?" And I was like, "No."
I know now.
And I went and looked at the order, and they're on order, but that order's still, so far
And
away.
Britain's like, I think I'm gonna throw up.
Oh my god!
Oh my God.
When I started going through it, because she told me those two, and then I looked at the shelf, and it's like, no, this is like 20. Like there's like less than a roll of like 20 different lids. And I know we were trying to get close, right?
Yeah.
Well, I know
Not
we
this
did
close.
have
Not
those
this close.
private label
Yeah.
lids, the ones I thought, well, we could use those,
Yeah.
or maybe we could put this, but we still don't have this
We need to
sticker on
get
the side.
stickers.
We'll figure it out.
I need another flash sale.
Yeah, Jen, coming up very soon, like
Well, we were.
Monday.
Well, we do have a sale coming up on Monday, but it is not a flash sale. But I mean, we did discuss possibly in December, but
Just
I don't
looking
know.
at inventory.
Were you thinking about a
and-
race sale?
We were, but I don't know. It might just be a
Oh.
1 day really good one.
A race sale. Oh, how about like a fun 4-hour? Oh, that just makes people mad,
That
doesn't
just
it?
makes people mad.
Yeah.
It's like you want to, it's so fun and we love to do that. Oh yeah.
But people get
Janelle.
so mad. But I mean,
Janelle says no to the flash sale.
Well, we could do like a 30% flash or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll have to see.
Yeah.
Well,
it's
if we
hard.
do,
really
we'll get the
depends.
VIP people.
Or maybe we do
heads
a
up.
VIP only sale.
Oh, I
that'd be
like
fun
that
if you're
idea.
on our text club.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
Just a VIP sale.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah, it's funny how the Flash, like, you know, we want to do fun things like Flash, and it makes a couple of people mad. Like, hey, everybody didn't get a trophy. It's okay. Sorry.
Yeah.
You know.
It is. It's hard.
It's tough.
We want to make everybody
it's a tough
happy.
balance.
Yeah.
Well, and you don't want to, and we do have people that are really loyal customers, and then you feel like, hey, you should be. That's why we have the VIP group, though, so that
life happens
they can be
sometimes, sadly.
involved.
So.
Yeah. So we'll try to figure something out for
we'll
you.
figure something
Just one
out.
day is good. All right, Jen, we got you. We got stuff coming up. We got lots of stuff coming up.
Maybe we should just do one only on our Facebook Live.
Ah.
Do a code only here.
We could.
30% off for whoever's watching.
Well, that maybe in the next few weeks. You should
We'll
stay
see.
tuned. And we do have a couple fun things planned for the next few weeks. I know Logan, is just so great at obviously he's our roast master, talking about different roasts, and I think and I actually asked him to talk about like coffee growing regions. What does a coffee bean look like?
Yeah.
What does a coffee tree look like?
Too bad
So
you
I
can't
think
actually
we're
get a
gonna have
coffee
some
cherry
fun.
here. That'd be really hard because they start fermenting the second you pick them, right? So if we like,
Yeah.
hey, overnight it's a coffee cherry,
that
it'd
a
be
coffee-
rotten.
Like
Coffee tree
epoxy
like
it.
I don't know if that's supposed to be a coffee.
It is. I think it is a fake coffee.
Like,
tree.
so I have an actual coffee tree at home I could bring in. It's little.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it's never grown a cherry, and I've had it for like 3 years, so.
It's
Probably
3 to
never.
5 years.
Yeah.
But it'd have to flower.
hasn't
if
really
it doesn't
grown.
flower,
It's about this big.
if it doesn't flower, it will never do
Maybe
it.
if you put it in a waterfall at the right time, like in your shower at the right time, it might flower.
It does take a while.
Oh, because it does get that rain,
It's gotta
right?
get that
And it's
rain,
got to get the
yeah.
rain to be able to flower.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Maybe that's
I
Yeah.
was luckily in Costa Rica. Just
The
happened
ratios
to
are
be.
stressful. Yeah, I agree.
I know.
Stressful for us, too.
Well,
Especially if they
yeah,
don't drop.
trying to get Taylor Swift tickets. Talk about stressful.
Oh,
Yeah.
what's the new one now? People are trying to get. There's like a country singer. People are trying to get tickets for, or Warren, or
Oh,
something.
I have no idea.
Morgan Wallen.
That's the one.
Yeah.
Yeah, people are trying to get his tickets, and like
I like his music.
I keep seeing people post like snapshots of their screen. Sorry, you were not selected for the pre-sale, and asking
Yeah.
other people to get them tickets. And
It's funny because in YouTube Music on the car, it's got like the little album covers.
yeah,
And every time Stella sees his like little album cover,
Yeah.
she knows which song she likes, and she'll be like, "Oh, Mom, can we do that one?"
Aw,
Or,
cute.
I'm
Oh, that's
like, "Oh my
funny.
gosh," and she loves
Well, I
it.
feel so lucky now that
Yeah,
Taylor
Morgan
Swift
Wallen.
that they didn't go live, like public
oh,
at
you
all.
would not have gotten
Because
tickets.
I think there were 2.5 million people that wanted codes, and 1.5 million people got them.
Jeez.
And Sedona and I each got. We're the only two that applied of our family. We each got a code.
Wow.
Mine for Detroit and hers for Chicago.
Wow.
Crazy.
So I do kind of feel like I won the lottery. a
Yeah,
little bit.
I think they said you actually did win the lottery, right? Because like
Oh,
the
it was
chances
harder
of,
to get in Harvard.
Yeah.
To get Taylor
tickets,
Swift.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Tickets.
I'm not good at that.
All right.
stuff,
Well, I
but
think it's time to
we
apply
used
for
to
Harvard.
do that.
It
stuff
stressed
for
me out. I was up
dresses.
like at 3:30 just.
For
Yeah.
my little
No, thanks.
sister, she would do these. They would drop all these
Matilda
dresses,
Jane.
and everybody would have to be
Oh,
on.
I would do that too.
Yeah, and you're all trying to get the dresses
Refresh,
carded.
refresh,
Yeah.
We're
refresh,
sitting on the couch. I'm like, I
refresh.
got it in my cart. She's like, check out.
Just buy it,
Just
buy
It
it.
doesn't matter what size it is, just go. I
Yeah.
can trade.
They would be gone so
Basically,
quick.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I would do it too. I'd be in my office trying to refresh.
Oh,
It's
that was
crazy.
nuts.
Crazy.
Too much
I
stress.
miss those Matilda Jane moments.
Well, if there was Matilda Jane, was it Well Dressed Wolf? Did
Doll
they give us
Cake.
some?
Well Dressed.
Doll Cake's
Yeah.
really hard to get.
I have all sons, and I know the names of these dresses.
Yes. But I mean, when you can sell them for just as much or
Oh,
more than
yeah.
you bought them for,
Yeah, some of the dance outfits are like that.
it's
They're
like
crazy.
an investment in your
Yeah.
kids.
Well, they're numbered. Let's just say that the dresses are numbered. It's like if someone broke into my house, they'd steal like
A number 38.
TVs or whatever, and I'd be like, "Oh, you missed that $1,000 dress."
Yeah. Sucks to be you.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
so.
you were on the computer for like 8 hours trying to get those tickets.
Oh.
I was
Awesome.
like, I
It was
got
hard,
it at
Jennifer.
10 to 4:30,
Yeah.
or maybe even later. I think I was like, 4:30, I think. But Detroit, I could have gotten. I was like, I went to their website an hour because Chicago didn't open till 11, and I got them at 4:30, so 5.5 hours. Detroit opened at 10, and I got on at 11:30 on my phone, and I could have bought tickets. I was in
You
like
had
within
no
half an
clue.
hour.
She was trying to scope out the system for Chicago.
Well, which helped for Chicago because I knew exactly what the VIP tickets were, what I
Right.
wanted,
Yeah.
and I was familiar with the site, so I felt really confident about
So
it.
crazy.
I had the map of
Yes,
the
you
arena.
did.
Oh,
out.
yeah.
I mean, I
It
was
was
like
nice.
prepared.
You
Yeah.
were extra prepared and it paid
But
off.
I didn't think that I would get good tickets, and I know people are really upset about it. But again, it's like their most expensive tickets were their most expensive.
Yeah.
She didn't do dynamic pricing,
No.
so
Yeah.
that things went up. It's just all the
Yeah.
resale.
What
people
now is you got
that
the
are
people
doing
selling
it.
for $35,000
Crazy.
each.
But are
you
they
know?
selling them? They're putting them online for $35,000.
How much do you love your
I don't
child?
know.
Is it $35,000 worth?
Crazy.
Can you imagine spending that kind of
I know my
money?
credit card cried. That's all I know.
It actually weep tears.
It was like, ow, this one hurts.
Not a fan.
It's our anniversary weekend. We'll be at Taylor Swift concert with
I
You
know.
know what? Get a good steak while you're there.
But you have like a week and a half left for shipping deadlines.
Oh, is it
Just
the
so you
12th,
know.
the 14th?
Yeah, we're trying to
I
get
think-
everything out.
I
Most
think
everything so far is
I'll have
going
to pull
out.
up the exact date, but I think the 16th is like for ground guaranteed
Yeah.
the last day.
Oh, yeah.
But I'll pull up dates. I should post them on the website.
My Mercari ships through USPS,
Oh,
and
yeah.
they said 12/12 to
Good
get by 12/24, and I was like,
Yeah.
that's a solid 2 weeks. But it's for real. Anybody
Yeah.
getting things from USPS right now are just like,
When we take it
One
seriously,
day
that's
my
why we're
package will
here
come.
every day.
Yeah, I was
trying
actually
to get it
I was
out.
looking at our fulfillment stats the other day, and about 65% of our orders are processed same day,
that's awesome.
and
Good
then
job, us.
yeah, and then
Yeah.
86% of our orders are processed by the next day.
Fantastic.
Um,
So we're more reliable than most, is what
yeah,
you're saying.
and that's
Knocking
over
on
like a
wood.
90-day average.
Yeah.
Well, and that doesn't happen
Some
by
days are-
accident, right?
No.
Because we've got pallets of gift sets waiting. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like we
Yeah.
start making stuff in September, October.
Yeah,
of this
August this year, August
August.
1st, we had our
Because
staff
we had
here.
to get the Amazon ones
Yeah,
gone.
Yeah.
yeah.
So-
I'm actually getting ready to go back and help them.
But there's still stuff that happens, like the cake
But
cup lids.
treasure
I'm like,
chest,
seriously, all our
If you have your eye on a treasure chest, you definitely want to grab those.
We're down
Yes.
to less than 100.
Yeah, we're not able to get the chest anymore.
No,
so,
they changed the sizing. It's really weird.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that will be the end of those, an
Yeah.
end of an era.
I know, and I like those a
I
lot.
like that too.
Now, to be said, we can get more if we want to, but that's a
Well, they're
But it's
different
not-
size. They're weird.
no. We
Oh, for
can.
next
we
year?
we actually
Oh.
can order that size if we wanted to. We just have to special order and probably at a higher quantity
Okay.
and a higher cost too.
Okay.
So just something to think
So
about.
maybe for next year.
Yeah,
we'll
I can
look
get
at it
involved. We
and
can
see.
talk about it in
We'll
January.
see.
I don't want to talk about anything until January. I'm
Right.
tired.
So yeah, if you have your eye on one of those, grab it quick. I only foresee them being here for another week.
And there
or so.
are some that we have limited quantity. Like when they're gone, they're gone. So some of the stuff.
Yeah,
are
we've been
online,
selling quite
so.
a few sleighs, which are actually cute.
Yeah,
the sleighs are
yeah.
cute.
The sleighs that we've had them like the packaging for quite some time, so we always joke about like, oh my god, when are you gonna get rid of the sleighs? But now they're
Well, they're nice,
Yeah,
like
they're
metal
cute.
sleighs. The problem
Yeah.
is that somebody bought an entire container load of sleighs.
Yes.
And they're we
by
ship
ship,
like
somebody
12
who's not
we
pallets.
us.
ship them with the legs disconnected. They just like pop right on because otherwise they don't fit in a box.
Otherwise
And
they're
by
a huge
legs, she
box.
means rails.
Yeah.
rails
Well,
are
yes.
Yeah, the
The
bottom part
sled
of the
part,
sleigh.
you know.
Yeah.
They are cute. I know
But
a
I'm gonna
woman
call it legs
yesterday
now.
bought
It's
Play
cute.
Future for all her family and friends. I love it when it's like writing the cards and
Yeah.
it's like,
Yeah.
oh, here's one to grandma, here's one to my
We even
aunt.
have
Yeah.
a couple
one
of
to-
those gold, the metal gift totes left. I think there's like 10 of those
Really,
left.
only 10?
Yeah.
Almost
Yeah.
out of that package.
But it's so sad because it's not like you can get metal packaging like that
No,
anymore.
you
Like that'd be
can't. That's what when we had like
fortune.
millions of mint packages and then we like were just like giving away and
The
trying to
mint,
get rid of
you
them.
can't get 'em.
And you can't get them because
Yeah.
there's such huge quantities you need
Yeah.
to order.
You know what we didn't do is the hat boxes this year too.
The trios, I know.
We have those, but
That's-
they're hard to ship because they're tall, so they're expensive
well,
to ship.
they fit in a 42.
That's
But
what Vicky and I were going back and forth with. I said, I think I can lay
Yeah.
it down in a
it
42.
does fit in a 42, but
Yeah.
that's going
That's
to
a
be
good
a
corporate gift. That would be a cute corporate gift
Super
basket.
cute.
We've got the packaging.
yeah.
So.
We just didn't order the chocolates and stuff. for
Right.
it. So we'll figure that out next year. That's a next year project.
Yeah, all right. Well, we have ran very long
Yes.
today, so.
Thank you for sticking with us. If you have
Yes.
any questions about packaging, comments, concerns, questions, ideas, we're here.
In January maybe we'll have a brainstorming, like really brainstorming kind of just what you guys would like to see because we're really open to it.
Jen wants
Yeah.
banana. Charles wants peach.
Yep.
We're open to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And black cherry should be coming January too.
Nice. That's a
Right?
good one. And it is kosher. I verified that
Yeah,
it's
we
kosher.
did yesterday.
Yeah.
The rabbi
Sure.
did come in
We
this
got the
week.
flavoring. Labels are coming.
Nice.
Lids are coming.
Oof, lids.
We did not order boxes. We need to order
We
boxes.
need to order
So I think we
boxes.
did order boxes.
Take-out boxes for black cherry.
I thought we did.
I just put a box order and black cherry's on it. So
Okay.
we did before.
Things to add to our to-do
Yeah.
list.
Right?
All right, guys. Thanks for
All
sticking
right.
with us. Have a good
Have
day.
a great day.